it. Let's put our proverbial hands together, and let's welcome on this week's guest, Eddie Blunt of the Skanks
Yeah.
Roots Project and other things. Woo! There he is, everybody.
Out in the street, they call it murder.
It's true.
It's true. Out on the streets,
Out the
they do
streets.
call it murder. They do.
They do that.
They do
Been
that.
known to do that. So yeah, man, how you been?
I've been pretty good, man. I've been tired a lot, but that's okay. I've been just working a lot, but I've been really, really good. Like things are just going well. Like I've come to peace with the idea that I live in the Midwest again, and now I don't care if I ever leave now because like my family's here and
Nice.
I don't have to like scrimp and scrounge for rent. And I don't, like there's this big sense of relief that sort of, that just, it's just, I don't know, man. Like, you know what it is. You know what it is to have to hustle every month to get that rent money together. I mean, you're still an SD. You've moved around. You've seen how other places are and seen other places and how expensive they can be and shit. So,
Yeah.
dude, I'll take the shitty weather for family and for cheap rent. Like, I was so against it. I mean, you saw how against I was coming back here, and it took me a few years, but I'm getting better. And now I'm like, I think, you know what it is? I think it's the fact that like, from this pandemic, I've realized that I can do everything myself. Like, I don't need to rely on a bunch of other people. Like, I'm not making this big amount of money that I want to make, but I'm starting to be able to use the podcast and the Twitch stream as a form of income, and really, real income, and that's really exciting. So like, I'm really excited to keep pushing this, but
Yeah, dude, you're cracking me up, man. You're hilarious, bro.
it's fucking ridiculous. It's so ridiculous.
I love it.
You look. We're gonna do Hot Boy Summer for you, Eddie, but it'll be a little bit later.
I was gonna do Rude Boy Summer, but I didn't want to steal your ideas. So.
Rude Boy Summer. It's gonna be a
Rude
Rude
Boy
Boy
Summer.
Summer.
But next year.
Plus, it doesn't hurt that you get to work from your hot tub. Exactly. Look at this. Look at this. And by the way, we're back on it, folks. Eddie is on ultimate chill mode. Oh, damn, Eddie.
Rude
Number
Boy Summer next year.
Yeah. Oh, what's up, your favorite today? And again, guys, we are anybody who subs today, since it is still a hot tub stream, we'll write your name on my arm, just like the e-girls, just like Indy Fox and Amaranth, those wonderful human beings. Them. How are you, man? How are you? Like, fucking, it's been a while.
Adjusting and moving along with things. It's been a wild ride last few months for me. Not just like pandemic, but personal level stuff. So no biggie. Here I'm in Diego. What better place to be?
Nice.
See all my family this weekend. Got my birthday coming up, so I'm looking up, bro. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be a Rude Boy Summer by next year for sure. I don't know if I'm in Hot Boy Summer shape right now. Been more fit, you know what I mean? So
I'm going more towards Rude Boy Summer. That's okay.
Yeah, man. Music's back, man. That's the first thing I wanted to talk about, dude. Because it's like we've got some live gigs happening. I don't know if you've been, vaccinated based on your rant earlier. I figured you hadn't yet.
No, I haven't, and I don't plan to.
No.
I'm not doing that.
I don't either, but that's okay. I don't have a political thing about it. I just don't like needles, So,
well, it's not necessarily political for me either. It's more of a safety issue. Like I haven't gotten COVID. I'm young enough in that I'm in that general space. I'm in good health. Like I take vitamins. I don't eat terribly too much. I take plenty of vitamin D. And the house was infected with COVID, and me and my son both didn't get it. So I don't know what the deal is. I know that I'm the asshole super spreader guy, but I'm just like, I'm not putting in that experiment, like, and I'm not trying to say any kind of conspiracies against it or anything. Like I'm sure it's safe for most, but like it just takes that one time and you're that one person. But again, you could say that about riding an airplane though, right?
And I got the COVID after having not vaccinated. You know what I mean?
Of
And
course you did.
when I was thinking about it, I was like, damn, I wish I was vaccinated because that shit sucked.
Yeah.
But now I have a natural immunity. I
Yeah.
feel so. We'll just ride that out for a while.
I got the antibodies. That's what I was saying
came
for a
from my
while.
house, and I didn't get sick at all.
Yeah.
And then, like a year later, my son just had a little fever, and then, this was like maybe a month or two ago. So I'm still can't even get vaccinated. Actually, they want you to wait 90 days.
Oh wow. Yeah.
So even if I wanted, I can't get it right now. But that's just the way the thing goes. I guess this COVID thing's so weird.
It is. And the variant.
Variants.
Yeah, the fucking variant. They were saying
house for variants over there.
Yeah, well,
yeah.
Well, did you hear about like in Tokyo, they're no spectators allowed in the event now. So it's like, and that's because they got a push in the variant, I believe, but they had like under 1,000 cases, and then it got over 1,000 cases, so they decided to shut down any no
Good thing
spectators.
there won't be any weed smoking motherfuckers on that track field while they have no
Right.
people.
Right? No dopers on that track out there winning gold medals.
They need to reevaluate all their shit, dude. I mean,
I agree.
I understand, like, Joe Biden's not going to do anything about them not letting her.
He doesn't even know where he's at.
I'm like, he's the prez, but he can't do anything. He's not on the IOC committee. You know what I mean? So, like, it's an organization that said no to her, and but she's rad. Why would you say no to like a massive star like that just because she got some purple hair or whatever and some ganja in it?
It's really stupid. And when you hear about like the NBA, I think it's the NBA is gonna stop testing for marijuana, and it's like, come on. But when you think about it, the world is not like us and Canada. It's fucking. It's the world is not like that. When I talk to people overseas, especially in Europe, some of these European places, they get weird about even talking about weed. I mean, they act like how you're from California, so weed has always been a thing, been kind of an open thing. But like out here in the Midwest, when we were teenagers, we kept that shit hush, So they'll talk about it like they're teenagers, like fucking from the mid-90s, like, keep it down, bro, keep it down,
Well, a lot of other countries, they'll freaking spy on you all the time, too.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
US is like a little bit spy happy, but not like on its own citizens as much as maybe others.
I don't know. I think that's debatable. I think it's debatable. But it is weird about this.
Watching this stream right now, bro.
Yeah, we got some CIA peeps in the fucking chat. Bonnie's definitely deep state CIA sent here to make sure I'm not spreading misinformation about the vaccine. But no, what's weird about the Olympic thing, and I'm not trying to be fucking controversial at all, especially right here off the top, but it's like, there's this weird thing where it's like you can be on all these like it's the lady the transgender weightlifter, right? Like you can be all pumped up, on all these different things to these different what do you call them? God, I don't want to just say things. What it's when people are transitioning, they take hormones, and so they have all these different hormones that they're on.
That stuff's legal through the IOC, but the weed isn't.
But the weed isn't, and you can be like a dude your whole life, and then transition, and then go and start winning. Like have a big foot up in competition, because that woman now, who's a woman now, was a dude like their whole life, and then all of a sudden decided to be a woman. So like, you're still physically kind of a dude. Now, I'm not trying to call that person a dude, but like, I'm happy to say that person is a woman. Congratulations.
What
Welcome to
country
the.
are they from? Is it from U.S.?
I can't remember. What is it? I'll be packing and moving this weekend. Oh, cool. Oh, I get you,
Probably more exciting than
I
the.
see what you're saying. I thought you were just saying like some weird point out of nowhere, but I get what you're saying. Cartagena, I hear what the hell you're saying. I hear what the hell you're saying. Let me see. So the trans
I prefer the Winter Olympics, anyways.
Olympic. You like the Winter Olympics better?
Yeah, man.
Really? Is that real?
To me, it's way better. I don't know.
Why?
Same song, but it's best.
Oh, I think it's the New Zealand. Laurel Hubbard is from New Zealand.
So the Kiwis can do that, apparently.
Kiwis can do that. It's fine. Jenner. Jenner. Well, but Jenner was Bruce before Caitlyn. By the way, are you excited to have Caitlyn Jenner as your next governor?
I know I'm not officially Californian yet, so we'll see.
Okay. But to that same point, DNA determines that. So some women are fucking tall and buff, so I think they can go against trans women if that's the issue. What is that a real thing?
Whoop his ass. Sorry, whoop her ass. I did not mean to say that.
Why? Come on, Eddie.
Pronouns, man.
Dude, I had offbeat on here a couple weeks ago, and he's over here dropping f-bombs, and I don't mean fuck, and I'm like, what is wrong with you?
Oh, those bombs.
Yeah, and I was like, dude, like, and I talked to him afterwards, like, dude, like.
That's just angry word. That's an angry word.
It's just like it's a terrible word that I don't even use like in my house when no one's listening. You know what I mean? So it's like, and again, I like to admit that I was one of those assholes.
For you.
He was trying to push buttons. I get what he was doing, and I know he's not a hateful person. I know he doesn't feel like that towards anybody, but he's still like, but he was just pushing buttons in the wrong way on the wrong fucking platform, by the way. Because Twitch, I want to remind everybody that Twitch was one of the first social media platforms to deplatform Trump. Twitch was so.
Nice.
So I mean, like, they don't fuck around, and I don't want to be fucking deplatformed. I love this platform.
Don't get deplatformed because of a guest, dude. That would suck.
Yeah, it's gonna be a little bit before Offbeat comes back.
Yeah, I respect everybody. You know what I'm saying? So.
Oh, of course, and no one here is talking shit, and really, it's just. I don't know, man. I mean, it just this Olympic committee. I just don't know what planet they're from. When you can have a trans woman like who is I mean, like, have you seen pictures of this trans woman? Like, she is fucking strapped, son. Like, here, let's bring it.
I think I've seen the images online.
I mean, she is buff, but and I get what you're saying, Bonnie. There are women who are that buff, and so I would say, if they're competing in the same, weight class, then is there a problem with it?
Lifting the same weights.
If they're all lifting the same weights and they're all in the same weight class and they're
like a pre-op, post-op loophole there.
There is because of the hormones, they have to be on a certain cycle of hormones for so long before they're allowed to compete. Hold on, I gotta bring in. Where's Eddie?
I didn't know this stuff.
Eddie, shred.
This issue is something I try not to touch just because it is interesting though. Because back in the old days, they did allow trans athletes into the Olympic Games.
Really?
As track and field, killer trans getting gold medals. It's not actually unheard of in the Olympic Games. You can look back in the 20th century, and it was going on. So
that's interesting. See, I didn't know that.
History buff. So I was like, "What's up with these old Olympic Games?" And I saw this little footnote on some Wikipedia page or something. It's like, "Oh wow!" So that's not even a new issue. It was the same sort of issue back then too. That the other competitors felt,
It was not until 2004 that the IOC allowed transgender athletes to participate in the Olympic Games. Athletes who transitioned from female to male were allowed to compete without restriction. These guidelines were in effect for 2016 Rio Olympics, although no openly transgender athletes competed. Oh, interesting. And now this is off of Wikipedia, which is who knows, you know, like who knows
Yeah, I
what's
remember reading
true off
something about
that.
it going way back, but
Mm.
I don't know. I'd have to look it up and send you a link or something. But
Yeah, I mean, it's totally cool. I mean,
from what
I
I
mean,
understand,
but we're thinking about like right now, and what I think the biggest issue, and I get where especially coming from like from a woman's point of view, where like you work your ass off your whole life um, to get to a certain point in your career, and then just to be sort of, you know, swatted back down by, you know, someone who is, you know, biologically a man
yeah,
their whole life, and then decided to take the hormones and become a woman. I can see where that's where that would be upsetting if I were a woman. And by the way, it doesn't go the other way. You know, it barely ever goes the other way where there's just like buff women trying to go play like men's sports. You know, like I mean, there are people out there, but like it's mostly trans men, or I'm sorry, trans women who are going in and competing on these different levels. And sometimes, you know, some people call it cheating. You know, I don't. I really don't know. I really don't know
I'm not an
what's.
athlete and I'm not trans.
Yeah, exactly. I really don't have. But there are some athletes out there who call it cheating. And
If it happened in snowboarding, just because that's my sort of sport that I grew up with, being good at. It would be interesting to see some like trans athlete come out doing like triple corks while the other ladies are only able to do like, you know, some double corks maybe or something like that, you know.
yeah,
They might have more amplitude and all that stuff. So it does factor in, man. I mean,
it does.
just
I mean, that's the
sport I
thing.
know
it
love.
it does make a difference. Like the biology of a human being does make a difference, especially when you're coming up on endurance and just dudes have a lot more to. They just have a lot more to give. And again, I'm not taking away from women and their shit, but
Our gravity thing.
yeah, it's definitely just. I mean, it's just science, and that's what's so weird about it, and that's where I can see. I think my biggest qualm with it is the just the hypocrisy of like you can't, this lady over here can't smoke a joint and then go run, but then this lady over here can take all these hormones,
Yeah.
you know, fucking be trans, and you know, like it's sort of the hypocrisy of the whole situation. But I mean,
To me, the whole thing's kind of a joke at this point too. Like
yeah,
I said, dude,
yeah.
they
No,
can't even have people there. You know, there's people in Japan now that can't even go to the games.
could you imagine if you had a ticket to the games and all of a sudden you got there and you're just like, sorry, folks, fuck you, go home.
No doubt.
Oh my
It's like
God.
having a ticket to that when they said they're going to release all that UFO stuff like a couple weeks ago,
I was
and
so
it was like
excited.
there was nothing,
There
dude.
was
It
nothing.
was like
We can't
that's
we
disappointing.
we can't confirm or deny that these things are from anywhere other than we don't know.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Thanks for all the info. I was
Damn.
expecting
Big up.
videos. I was thinking we were going to get some like detailed information
New
about something,
video.
you know?
Well,
Like,
apparently there are
oh my
videos out
goodness.
there that are way more. There's way more evidence, video evidence out there than what's being let out. So that's why I'm
I
interested. Hold on.
imagine so. I mean, what we've seen is pretty unreal. Just like the one that went underwater, that last one, you hear him splash down or something. It's
That
like
was
it's
nuts. That was nuts. Yeah, behind that, so you can run faster and longer when you're high. Well, you know what? I agree. When I get high, it definitely is an enhancement to my workout. Like I definitely am more. I take more time. I'm more focused. Like I will make sure that I'm doing things right, not just rushing through
snowboarding.
workouts and stuff. Snowboarding high. I bet is fucking amazing. You know, is so no, I get what you're saying there too. Yeah, I get that. I could see how that does enhance. But I can also see how being a biological male for like 30 years and then like deciding to be a woman is a little bit of an enhancement as well. I've been,
This is a recovery too. If you think about like, you know, why they want to legalize it in the NFL and all that. It's so that your muscles can recover CBDs, THCs.
Right.
Things really relax your muscles for the next performance.
Yeah.
So
Well,
it could be considered somewhat performance enhancing from that perspective.
yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I don't really have an opinion on it that much, other than I understand that it's the IOC's enforcement and not like, you know,
Yeah.
some like
I think that's a really good point, Holden. I think behind that suit made a really, really, really good point, because when I get high and work out, like, I definitely am more in tuned, more in touch than I am when I'm just sober and going into it. So that is a really good point. And I guess I can see that, but I mean, it's just weed. I mean, it's like if you're smoking weed, I feel like if you're smoking weed, then that is taken away, because your lung capacity is definitely going down. You know, you're inhibiting your lung capacity with smoke. So I would think that would almost slow you down. But if you're eating it or rubbing it on, that's a different story. So that's interesting. I guess it's not tobacco, but it's not.
Okay, I got my notes here. I'm kind of peeking at them. You can probably tell. I want to talk about this fucking gigantic fireball that was in the fucking Gulf, dude.
Oh my God! What the hell was that? That was.
You should pull up that video
Let's
just in case someone still hadn't
We're
seen
pulling it up.
That is insane.
So what was it? It was in the Gulf, right? The Gulf fireball.
Yeah, it'll definitely pop up
That
real
should
quick.
just come right up, huh?
That was
Mexican.
insane.
That was so fucking crazy. Like, what kind of? Look at this. Hold on.
So I'm like Ricky Bobby. I don't know my hand.
What do I do with my hands? So this is not the video, but this is the these are the images. If anybody hasn't seen this yet, it's insane. So could you sort of tell us what was going on here, Eddie? Give us a
I
little.
don't know too much about it. You know, I just know that it was owned by Mexico, and they hadn't put out a lot of information about it.
Oh, for
And,
God's sake. Sorry, guys.
So it's some sort of pipeline. They didn't even really say like what caused the explosion or anything, man. But
So Gulf of Mexico undersea gas line ruptured. Hold on. Let's go back. Ruptured, causing the sea to catch fire. The sea caught fire. Fuck, dude. Look at that. That is fucking nuts.
yeah, bro, that's insane.
I thought that was a volcano. I thought that was like a volcano, like eruption underwater. And then I
thought it was Photoshop.
Well, then I saw it photoshopped like in different rivers and stuff. Like people were putting it in different places.
Suez Canal was when I
Yeah. I was like, oh shit. I was like, fucking internet for the win.
But yeah, that's insane, man. I mean, people don't want to talk about climate change. It's like they'd rather talk about trans and marijuana and stuff than talk about that, dude. Like, what's really happening here, man?
I think that's a really good point, actually. There's these things that we're sort of getting caught up in, these social issues. There's these social issues that we're getting caught up in. Meanwhile, we have China is gaining power in some really crazy weird ways, and fucking the climate change is happening, and fucking
there's creeping around Hawaii over there.
Everything, there's so much going on. There's and we're here fighting about who's blacker and who's darker and who's more gay, like who's more trans. Like I don't know. It like there's this currency that's come with oppression. Like, how oppressed are you? You're not oppressed enough. I'm more oppressed than you. So go fuck yourself. You're canceled. By the way, you're canceled, Eddie.
I got canceled. It's happened.
I've been canceled.
The rent.
I've been canceled too, my friend.
Yeah.
But I think you're right. I think that we're here.
Dude, so
they're keeping.
I try to support all the communities I can.
Of course, and this isn't. I'm not. But I don't want to. But that's the thing. I don't want to sound like I'm not in support of these movements. But there is this weird underlying thing where it's like, if everyone is mad at each other and so focused on hating their neighbor, then the powers that be get to sort of run amok and do whatever they want. And that's sort of what's happening. And it's all being kind of perpetuated by the media and the political sphere as well, and the social media sphere. They've all sort of linked up together. And it's gotten really, really fucking weird, man, where you can't even talk about certain things, you can't say anything, you can't talk about lab leaks, but then there's a lot of evidence, like. So I think you made a good point by saying, like, we're over here fighting about, trans stuff when there's huge, really huge issues going on right now that people that are just sort of sliding under the radar because we're so busy,
Yeah. And the
calling people.
corporations are kind of, the ones running a lot of shit, man. Like these candidates and stuff, these politicians,
Right.
politicians, bro.
Well,
They're put there, a lot of them by like this corporate support network. And then there's like, the whole science network too that goes
right.
on. I don't want to say science isn't real, but there's like a community of people working towards agendas and all these factors and all this stuff, and I don't get real specific on it because I'm just some dude on the internet, I'm not going to watch a YouTube channel and know everything about everything.
I
So
will. I'll do it for you, Eddie.
they fill me in, but yeah, man, it's kind of wild, dude. Like, I mean, it goes deep, and people don't really know what's happening because, like I said, they're being distracted and not really focused in on what's really happening, which is, it's not necessarily one political party or anything like that. It's really about just corporate entities running America. I see that shit happening. I don't like it.
No,
But
I feel that. I feel that.
just a voter, I guess. I don't know what I can write songs. That's what I do.
Well,
I'm an
no, but
artist.
but still, like, as an artist, it's our job to sort of like observe what's going around us and sort of disseminate it into a palatable, song or poem. And it doesn't have to be social, but like music and social movements have always gone together. Always, like art and movements, like real social movements, have always gone hand in hand. So yeah, we're fucking artists. We contribute to this conversation, whether people want to or not, want to admit
Yeah.
it or not.
A lot of people don't want to hear artists' opinions on anything,
Right,
but
but it's like we're still
artists tap in
citizens.
a certain way into nature and the universe, and
Mhm.
so we kind of hear the vibrations in music a certain way, and that sort of adapts into our viewpoint on the world, especially like a deep type of musician like myself, where it's like one of my focuses is, listening to the wills of the universe and putting it into song, like that stuff's not easy to do. I don't want to sound like the ultimate warrior or something. The planet's line. But yeah. it's definitely I get deep with my shit, man. So gotta woo. Thank you.
You gotta woo. You gotta
But
woo.
I love all that old warrior, or I mean, wrestling stuff, man. On
Dude,
the
it's
freaking
amazing. It's
what is
amazing.
it, Vice TV? They show those old
Oh, do
wrestling.
they? I don't. I haven't seen it, man. It's been so
Gotta
long.
watch that shit.
Yeah,
It's
universities
intense.
are you no, and I agree with you with this
Dark
corporate.
Side of the Ring. That's what it's called.
I feel like the corporations have sort of captured all these different elements. Captured the news media has captured politics for years now. I mean, that's nothing new. And obviously social media is part of the corporate tool bagism. So, but what's weird is that so many people have took to this idea that corporations and government are some benevolent, beings.
Yeah.
And when it's like people forgot that fucking these people don't give a fuck about us. Like they put all this trust in the vaccine. It's like, oh yeah, let's trust big pharma, the fine folks that brought us the opiate crisis. Let's trust them. Let's trust fucking let's trust fucking Goldman
Disneyland, bro.
Sachs, the fine folks who brought us the 2008 financial crisis. Yeah, let's trust those people. Yeah, let's trust fucking Facebook, the people who suppressed lab leak information last year when we could have been fucking on it and working toward preventing the next fucking pandemic, but instead we turned it into some political fucking rat race where now you're racist against Asians for bringing it up, and then it fucking turns out a year later that it's probably a lab leak. But no one cares because we're so fucking fixated on yelling at each other because they didn't say the fucking proper pronoun. So it's like, where the fuck do we even start? Where do we even end? Like, I don't. We're constantly just.
Fighting rule, bro. We're seeing that actually happening.
It's true, and it's more.
They've been working on it for a long time, dude, and everything that's going on right now is divide and rule,
Well,
like to
I
the fullest.
it
Where
is.
it's
It
like
really
your
is.
opinion is a matchup. You don't want anything to do with that person, or And I've fought those feelings, and I've chatted with people. They've attacked me online for just having an opinion about something they posted.
Yeah.
But I don't block them, dude. I want to see where their psyche's at. I want to hear what they're saying, you know?
Exactly.
So they don't block me. I don't block them. That works out. That's just like, you know, it's like agree to disagree used to be a thing, man. But
now it's like, if you disagree with me, you should die.
yeah, right.
You're killing our family for, you know, like it's just, it's just gotten so bad. And when you see these corporations fucking putting up, you know, I think it's great fucking to see, you know, black and brown folks and gay and LGBT community getting representation. I think that's beautiful. But when you know that they're just doing this shit, I mean, they completely corporatized it, and they're only behind these movements because they can make money from it. And even the media with the clicks, you know, like anything that's incendiary, they know is going to get a reaction and it's going to get clicks. And fucking CNN and fucking Fox News, those channels are hurting right now. I heard that on a weekend, what was it? CNN's highest rated show gets like 60,000 people. And when you look online, when you look at these alt media personalities getting like 100,000 views in like an hour after posting, it's like, where is this going? It's like people
go that way. That's why I like these kind of streams and stuff that you guys do, man, because this stuff is really like the open source kind of future for, you know, the people when it comes to it, because like, you know, you can't trust like things that are where it's not actually a person. It's a bunch of shareholders, dude. Like, yeah. It's like a scene out of Batman. The villain's fucking sideways and shit. We're going to take over. You know, it's some bullshit, man. So I believe in power of the people. That's why I think these internet movements are a big part of that. Just getting people on their consoles, whatever they've got, you know, on talking about things that matter, you know, instead of just maybe, I mean, we can all have a laugh. We love to laugh. Laughing is a freedom that I think I would never do without. I always have to be able to laugh, even in the darkest of times, you know? So keep the comedy, and then the comedy helps you understand, like someone like George Carlin, who can really speak to that stuff when he was around back in the old days, you know? If you haven't seen George Carlin's comedy, if you're a millennial or something, you don't know him, go check him out. He's legit.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, Bill Hicks too, right?
Bill Hicks. No, I mean, there's a whole, I mean.
Not the cause, though, not the cause.
Yeah, fuck Bill, free Britney. Okay? Fuck Bill, free Britney. But you know what? Dave Chappelle made a really great point in one of his specials in the last couple of years, is that throughout this whole time of that Bill Cosby was raping people, he was still helping the black community. He was still giving respect, bringing respect to the black community. He was bringing, you know, like helping people and really invested in the betterment of the black community. But he was also raping people. So it's like, fuck, dude. It's.
I've never had to use a roofie or felt the need to like roofie a lady to enjoy her company. You know? Come.
Yeah. I got one roofie pill right here. It's my mouth, baby. It's my mouthpiece. That's my roofie. Get me one-on-one with her and she's going to be mine by the end. That's not true at all, Anybody who's witnessed me hitting on a girl has fucking definitely knows that I'm like...
There's an element of hypocrisy there too, because, you know, in my elementary school, I remember reading books written by Cosby about like family and everything, you know, and how to be a good citizen or whatever, dude. And he's out there dropping the roofies. I don't know, man. If that's what really went down, it's just a shame. That's
60 women can't be wrong. Have you lost friends or family because of politics or social media? I'm going to give this to you, Eddie, from Cartagena.
Oh, I've lost some friends, yes. Some people I won't tolerate if they're just absolutely rude or they just won't see the other side of anything. So I've had a few blocks, a few things here and there. Folks maybe I don't really need to deal with if they're not in the right mindset anyways, and I have nothing to teach them. So, or they don't have anything to teach me, then maybe I'll block them. But for the most part, I like to listen to what most other side has to say. Sometimes you even get intel.
That's true. You get intel. And you know what?
Honestly, I was following a lot of QAnon like stuff when that was going on, just to see what the hell they were saying, and it was fucking mind blowing.
It was so good though. It was so good. It was so entertaining. Like
it was quite good.
it was like an entertaining soap opera. Like it was like professional
Why
wrestling.
it's like, here we go. Here's this bullshit.
Yeah, but
Have
then
at it.
do you think that led to January 6th? Do you think that kind of mentality led to January 6th?
Oh man, I mean, yeah, I knew we were going to talk about the 6th.
We don't have to, but I mean, I'm just saying, like, do you think that kind of mentality?
Monumental. I mean, these people felt entitled, man, and then so that's how they're going to be, in general. So when they think they have the truth and that everything is lies, then they've got the upper hand. They can do whatever they want. A lot of that, I see a lot of that stuff on both sides too, like burning down, a courthouse or something. It's like,
shit,
oh, my court date. Now I can't get my custody of my kids because some anarchists burned down the courthouse,
Yeah, exactly. So, anarchists who fucking who are for, all these like Black Lives Matter movements, and they're over here burning down and breaking into the communities, like burning down community stores in these communities they're fighting for.
Looking back in history and when the communities were divided like such, a lot of times it's in sort of a precursor to terrible things. So I just want everyone to remember that, even if you disagree about shit, or you like Trump, or you like Biden, or whatever, man, it's not worth like fighting with people about that kind of stuff, man. It's not worth taking the time out of your existence to lower your vibration over things like that too, man. Like people got to start to kind of see beyond just the here and now and see like the deeper thing, man. I'm gonna smoke a bowl.
Do it, yeah. Reina.
But yeah, man, I don't know. I feel like a member of the universe, not just like California or just the USA.
Fuck,
or just
dude, living in California will have you feeling like that though. Like you're just a member of California. It's such a bubble. I love Cali, but
it's pretty wild here actually. I mean, people are just angry, bro. Like,
oh yeah,
I'm angry, and I'm like, cool, I'm not angry. I'm angry over there. But
you know what? People are angry everywhere, and I think you made a great point also when you were saying that you don't block these people who say stupid things, and like, you don't have to engage with them, but I think it is a good idea to sort of see what other people are thinking on the other side and sort of try to get a better understanding and not quit talking to friends and family because they voted for Trump. And like, this is, I got Mexican uncles who think the Jews are the devil. And it's like, he's wrong-minded about the Jews, but I love him and he's still my family. I'm not going to cut him out of my life.
That's pretty extreme, though,
it's extreme.
I don't know.
Racist ass Mexicans. I love how people say that fucking people of color can't be racist. People of color are super racist.
That's another tough issue, is all that stuff in Israel and Palestine. And people
I don't know anything about that. So like I watched a video about it today, and I think it was a pro-Palestinian propaganda, and they were talking about how they were removed in the 1800s from the Zionist movement, and they just went in and removed these Palestinians, and of course they left out the history of that territory of Israel. They left out that part of it, so they just made it sound like Palestine, which I don't know. I don't know what the history of, by the way, I want to say, but this is what I just gathered. And Palestine came. In 1800s, the Zionist movement was a small movement that gained power and gained steam, and eventually they went in and they took people off their land, kicked them off the land, and took over. And then so what was it? And then from then on, Israel in the 40s was created. It actually became a country. And then I guess they've been doing terrorist acts towards Palestine since, like going in and doing like just like neighborhood raids, especially on the West Bank. So there's always been this tension. See, now this is coming from a pro-Palestinian point of view. So I don't know what the pro-Israel point of view. I know some of it, but see, I don't know that much about it.
I can't speak for pro-Israel from that standpoint, or pro-Palestinian, to be honest. I don't see an easy solution for those issues either, and I do look at the history, because I was learning about this stuff maybe 10 years ago, you know, and when they were having like their occasional warfare, you know, and it's wild when you see what's going on. So you got to look into it, see what's really happening. And so a lot of it has to do with the political structures that occur in the West Bank and in Gaza. So when these certain political factions get in power, you know, certain other political factions in Israel don't like it, and they're very, you know, harsh to each other. They don't want to talk. They don't want to have peace. They really just want to fight it out. And I think, you know, you get in this status quo thing in human communities sometimes, where the status quo is better than growth as a community. And I would like to see everything settle into peace, you know, not from some biblical perspective where I'm, you know, prophesizing, you know, it's just like, let's just settle down and love each other as humans, man. I mean, it's wild when people are attacking each other to me in this, at this point of our process as, you know, evolutionary beings, you know, we evolve. We should come to terms with the fact that we don't need nukes, we don't need guns, we don't need bombs, we don't need any of that, you know. And I don't think it's anytime soon, but I would pray that humanity gets there, and then we got to watch for them aliens. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
But
that's what I was just gonna say. I was like, the one thing that might be able to do this is the threat of a threat to the entire world as a whole, and fucking aliens. And man, I've been
what
watching.
if that threat is completely fabricated by human entities or corporate entities? You know,
But I've heard so many different things. Hold on, let me read what.
some operation name for like the potential of that happening. I've read it.
Hold on, let me read this by behind that suit. By behind that suit. Israel's perspective is we spent 70 years building ecosystem and infrastructure and stuff. Land is ours now. We want it in war like it used to be. I see. So then Israel used to be occupied by
the UK. It was the UK that ran the territory after World War One, basically. Before that, it was Ottoman. I'm pretty sure it was like Turkish Empire, you know. And so all that stuff started to break down, these big, huge wars. And so the UK had it, and they agreed with Israel to create the state. So geopolitically speaking, Israel is legitimate, you know. So it depends on, I guess, if you're like, you know, a freedom fighter and on one side of the trenches, you're going to learn a certain way. And if you're on the other side and you're in a civilized society, they're going to teach you a certain way. One thing I know they teach you in Israel is how to defend yourself. So, you know, I respect everybody, like I said, and I'd be willing to talk to anyone with differing opinions about all these geopolitical matters, because really it's not anything that I have any authority on. I just kind of observe, and I like to, you know, observe the world around me and try to make it better if I can. So through song, I guess, is the best way. I need to be writing more.
He's like, through song, of course. Bonnie has some nice things to say. I just have to say, I appreciate Eddie and his intelligent and kind demeanor. There you go. From Bonnie. Hold on. Oh, yeah, baby. I just coughed. You guys didn't even know. Didn't even know.
Back in the tub then.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Warm, baby. That's warm.
It's warm. It's cooking today. It's cooking today, baby.
I
like
I love all these graphics and stuff, dude. It's so sick. I love it.
Oh, it's
done with the place.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, there's been some upgrades. We've come a ways since those dusty days in the garage. Let's see. I'm not a pro Israel. I'm not pro Israel, but I do go July 2014. But I did go July 2014. Oh, Holden, are you of the chosen? Are you of the chosen people? Did you go because that was part of like? Because I have my friend Zach from the band. He's Jewish, and he went to Israel and he did the whole thing over there, and then he came back. Yeah, free trip, exactly. Birthright, yeah, sweet. Yeah, I'm Jewish. Yeah, sweet, nice. Well, you know, and that's the thing. I don't know. I don't really have an opinion. I'm sure that there's I'm sure that there is wrong on both sides of that, you know.
If you want to go, I'd love to go to see the old city.
Yeah, I mean, I think it would be dope. But they gave us one hell of an objective breakdown from a neutral party while they were flying planes over to do the deed. Super surreal experience. Oh yeah, because bombings and stuff, right? That's a
Yeah.
lot. The violence. That's crazy, man. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
violent, man. It is violent, dude. There's no doubt about that.
That's. I mean, you know, I was thinking, is like, could you imagine if that shit's happening in America, like these bombings? But what's the difference between those people who are, you know, killing each other and our people who are doing mass shootings here? I mean, we constantly have to walk around in fear of someone just opening up fire on us. So it's not like that fear of terror and that fear of violence isn't with us. I mean, when every time I go to a movie theater, well, I haven't been to a movie theater in like 18 months, but every time I went to a movie theater before movie theaters were super spreader events, I fucking that thought always crossed my mind: is someone gonna bust into the door and just start da 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 da? You know, it's like that. Those there's not a situation now where I don't think that people are in the back of their head like, you know, anybody could just start firing off. So I don't know what yeah, there's not really a whole lot of difference. I mean, other than, you know, it's not like a different country trying to murder us all. It's just our own countrymen, which makes it worse. Makes it much worse. Hope you
Yeah,
have a great
usually
Super
it's not even any kind of political or even ideological thing. A lot of
No.
times these mass shootings are just some freaking rando.
Just some
with
fucking
it.
crazy fuck who's out there like sometimes there is, but it's always some like really weak half-hearted bullshit. Like, remember that kid who was like, no girls want to kiss me, and it's like, oh, you fucking piece
Oh,
of
and it's
shit.
traumatizing. I knew a girl that was in the area when that happened in Santa Barbara there.
That's fucking
She
horrible,
was,
man.
she was talking about it a little bit with me, but I was like, oh my God, I could tell it was like traumatizing,
Yeah.
dude.
Thank you
They're
for that lurk.
afraid.
Thank you for that lurk, Liv. I appreciate it. You enjoy your lurk. Thank you for being here. Much love, my brother. Uh,
Closest
let's,
thing we'd have here to something like what's going on is like more like almost a street gang kind of thing where it's like you don't cross a certain line on a neighborhood because that's not where you're allowed to go. You know,
yeah.
I don't know anything about that kind of stuff, but you can think about these neighborhoods in like Chicago and stuff, man. It's happening every weekend.
Yeah,
So,
dude, did you hear like a couple weekends ago? There were 60 murders in one fucking weekend, like 2 weeks ago. Where was
that's
fucking and you know where it was? It was mostly in minority communities. Where is BLM fucking marching on the streets demanding that they actually do bring infrastructure to these neighborhoods? The thing that was shitty about what sucked about BLM is I was really all about it until they started going off with this defund the police, and now you look at the fucking states now and you have all these bigger cities that are just fucking overrun with crime, up by 40%. We haven't seen this kind of crime since the fucking 70s. And it's like, man, they just came in,
yeah,
defunded the police and left. They should be in these fucking neighborhoods demanding infrastructure change, demanding that their schools aren't crumbling, demanding that fucking they have after, you know, like have funding for these fucking programs to keep kids and keep to educate people, because that's really what it is. It's this lack of education, a lack of care, a lack of funds. And that's really what's going on here. It's really about money. You know, it's really about this place gets more money than the other one. Is that based in racism? Probably a little bit. But then again, it's based on fucking, you know, economics. People are like, money, I make more money in this neighborhood, so I'm going there. You know, like that's the sad thing about all this, is that when you think about it, it all really does just come down to money and who's making it and who doesn't have it, you know, and it's like who has it and who wants more of it, and this it's really comes down to a lot of it is just this need to make more money.
Speaking of money being the root of all evil, now there's like these mega polluting crypto farms pumping out bitcoins.
Well,
You
what?
know,
How is that polluted? I got Bitcoin, I got Ethereum, I got the Doge. Okay,
nice.
okay. I'm not.
Folio.
I'm
But
fucking. I'm coined up,
yeah,
son.
yeah, there's some that are pretty irresponsible when they fire up all these servers to pump
Mm,
their algorithms. You know,
I haven't
I've
heard of
heard
that.
more and more about it. Some mega polluting and potentially from generating the bitcoins.
Mm,
So you always got to keep your eye to what's really going on. You know, it sounds fruitful for humanity, but maybe not. If they do it green, that should be like a rule or something. But there's no rules to Bitcoin, I guess. So
Well, it's weird. Like there's a fucking Bitcoin ATM at this hood ass gas station over here on the east side of Toledo. It's just a Bitcoin ATM in this hood ass fucking gas station. Like the fuck? How did Bitcoin get to the hood? But it's like it's look what's El Salvador has completely switched their currency to Bitcoin. I mean,
wow,
a fucking entire South American country is like, and before that it was the American dollar. So
interesting.
yeah, so like we'll see how that goes.
Yeah,
We'll
hopefully
see
that works out for 'em.
how does decentralized currency work in a centralized state? Does that make sense? Is that even a real sentence? I don't know.
Must have got away from fiat a while ago.
Well, that's our problem. We're in this fiat fucking, we're printing off all this money. And like I've heard it from a lot of people, like the not the MIT. Who are the people who think you can just print off all the money you want? It's like monetary something. Shit,
IMF.
I can't remember. I've had somebody on who's an expert, and not that I don't know, but they're saying that the United States can print off as much money as they want because of the bonds that because our money is like the currency of the world basically. So we can do that, but I don't see how it's MMT. Thank you. Your favorite today, MMT. Look at that. Your favorite today. Yeah. So there's this idea that you can do that. Well, that if not laundering, and then destabilize our economy. Well, that's
Yeah,
the whole thing.
pandemic, right?
I don't know where this is all going, like how can you keep printing all this money with nothing to back it other than people's belief in it? And as the dollar goes down on the trading market, like I don't know who's believing in something that's keeps losing value. So like I don't know how that works. I'm not the smartest, most educated man in the world, but
Finance is well beyond me, man.
it's beyond me too, but it like I'd like to
Yeah.
think that I'm somewhat I have something up here, but maybe not to the point even Tesla had to back off. It's the bit mining. Oh yeah. Uh
There you go.
you know how exactly how Bitcoin got in the hood. Yeah, good point, Holden. Good point. Fucking
Your viewers know a lot more about a lot of this stuff than I do.
Bitcoin. He said, "Well, you know how Bitcoin got in the hood, and I do know how Bitcoin because a decentralized currency is a great way to traffic illegal goods."
Ah,
do 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 do. So I can go to the States and ball out worth more. Yo, I legit like the Canadian dollar to become worth more. Hey, our countries will get there. I was watching videos on crypto laundering. I don't know. You see, that's the thing. So did you look into crypto at all? Did you get into it? I mean, I when all of this sort of blew up with AMC and GameStop, I was so
yeah.
interested in it. I was so interested in it because it was that I think it was that idea of protesting with your dollar, where people were out there like, "Fuck you, we're gonna make these people pay," and then it turns out that basically these investment firms caught on pretty quickly and then made a ton of money too off of it. So
Yeah.
it's not like we fucked anybody really, but it's like, but it was a cool idea, right? Like this idea that we're fucking over the man with our dollar. All we have to do is buy this stock
Yeah. Spend your money to fuck over the man, I
and
guess.
make some money too, and make some money because there's people
Yeah,
legit became
there's people who
millionaires.
make dough off it, man. I don't really know much about it, to be honest.
Me neither.
When it first came out, I was like, oh, that sounds fun, but I don't know anything about it. And that's when I should put money in it. But of course I don't because I'm not an investor. But
Well,
I figure if you're an investor, you'd have your stocks, your mutual funds, your Roth IRA, you got your crypto portfolio too. It's just all part of
I think it's
the
fu- I
pocket. I don't have it though.
I love it though.
I'm music.
I think it's amazing though that people who are who wouldn't normally invest and look into these types of things are now, and like they are seeing that there is a way through this to sort of find money in different ways. And I just love that you got like some hood ass dudes on TikTok talking about fucking their investments for the week. It's like, all right, this is who you could have invested this week. I'm just like, oh shit. It's fucking Ray got his investment choices for fucking for everybody. I'm like, damn, that is tight.
Though too, man. It's you know, you just get online and you can make it happen. If you get some cash, put it on a prepaid, get yourself some crypto, you know.
Yeah.
So you can do it. So that's once you have some, then you get, you know, these people have like hard drives and make it sound really complicated, I guess. But
well, it was.
You can have it on my Cash App. I'm like, should I buy Bitcoin on my Cash App? I don't really know about that, bro.
Right. Well, that was the thing, right? Like that was the idea, and that's why it's so prevalent now. It's because it's become more accessible to more people with apps like Robinhood, even though fuck Robinhood. But like Cash App, Robinhood, Coinbase, all these different apps that are coming out now that make it much more accessible, because before the financial institution had it sort of mapped out and probably on purpose. It was probably on purpose that they would want this to be this super complicated thing that only they can decipher the code. You know, they're the only fucking magicians that can break the spell. So it's like, I think that was probably a big part of it, of why most people would stay out of that arena. But now it's so accessible. I mean, you just need one of these things and you're good to go. And you could start your stock portfolio today.
And how expensive are these things too? Just like
they just
that's a lot of loot for that little piece of machinery
that was made by slave labor.
I know, right?
By the way, I love all the protesters hating on capitalism, taking selfies with their iPhones. Like, fuck you, capitalism.
Yeah, there was a meme with the girl with the laptop. It's like smash capitalism sticker on there. And she's on a $1,200 Mac.
It's like, damn, and I get it. I do get it, because there is a certain kind of capitalism that is crony capitalism, where it's like, you know, they are just going for the lowest common denominator. They don't give a fuck who they got to step over. There is a way to do this shit. There's a way to do shit where it doesn't necessarily fuck people over, you know? Like, I'm sure there is, but that's not going to maximize profits. So if it's not maximizing profits, then
who wants to maximize profits? Corporate entities who run the government to maximize profit.
Babylon.
Babylon in a ball of flame. But yeah, man, that's why, you know, things are going to change. They will. They have to. So I'm not necessarily going to see it, but it's going to happen.
Bonnie thinks we should just invest our money in drugs. They will always increase in value.
That's true.
Especially as things get shittier in the world, the price of drugs, the value of drugs keep going up. They were saying this morning, I was at the gym and I forgot my headphones. And so I had to watch Ryan and Kelly. And fucking they were saying that alcohol sales in the first week of the pandemic were the highest in like 10 years or something. Like, it was the highest amount of alcohol consumed in like fucking years in America. I was like, holy shit. Yeah. Fucking
Amazon, Walmart, Target, all those stores were open. All the mom and pops were shut.
Yeah, biggest consolidation.
Banking.
The biggest consolidation of small business in history was over this last year. Money right now is all imaginary and can be manipulated by what people support or believe to be true. I can get behind that.
Manifestation. I want to bring in that $500,000 like on the freaking Instagram, dude. Give me that money.
I'm down. Let's manifest that shit. Makes
sense.
About
manifesting a way to make that money.
I'm all of that. I want it all. Makes sense. The amount of weed sold was insane. Yeah, absolutely. You know, you got to give it up for our governments, you know, for Canada too, apparently, for allowing the weed shops to stay open. I got to say, that was a great decision.
I'll tell you what, the deliveries, you know, that was what was up.
Dude.
People were getting beer delivered and they're smoking.
Oh,
Speaking
dude.
Of joking.
I'm choking on my own spit because I'm fucking a spitty fuck. Also,
I was waiting for the eggplant to reappear. That's like a live emoji.
Let me get some eggplants in the chat. Oh, I actually do have an eggplant emote that says solid. It's from Raquel Lilly, who's an amazing artist here on Twitch. There you go.
That's the thing for the moment.
You know what I should do? I should just go get an eggplant, a plastic one, and it'll just be a part of the show. I'm just gonna be like, this is my eggplant, everybody. It's very girthy. I like to see what I like to do with eggplants is I like to give my face a facial massage, and I'll show you how that's done. It's very specific to the eggplant. There are some chemicals in the skin that make your skin glow. So this is how it works. So you go, oh yeah, I can feel it working.
I don't think I'm gonna do that.
Oh yeah, that's just working really good. Oh, my youth is coming back to me.
I'm glad we stay serious on this program, showing folks, how to do what you're doing.
Oh, yeah. And now, as you can see, my skin is beautiful. Look at that. Look at the glow. My
Part of the hot boy summer.
That was a hot boy summer for you. You can wash it. We plan on eating that, bro. What the actual F? I don't know. Do it until the natural juices eject from it. You got it.
No. I'm like, let's not do that anymore.
All right, we won't do that.
I'm still here, man.
That's very weird, bro. That was a very weird moment we just shared. Yeah, the eggplant. I love the eggplant. What were we just talking about? See, this is what happens. I grab eggplants and I get so off topic that it's just he just took advantage of our dinner. Yeah, I did.
I was gonna say what's kind of weak about the weed situation in America is how some places people are banking the billions off some farm or whatever, and then other spots people are like locked up for a dime bag.
Right, which is really weird.
It's kind of bizarre, like
especially
somebody do something about these people that are locked up for this reason. Like get them out of there. If you're a lawyer or something, dude, see what you can do. I don't know what states these are happening in, but I know in the Midwest there's still people locked up for a doobie.
Oh yeah, no. In Ohio, I mean, we got medical, but it's not like it's ridiculous how it's worked. It's like $300 to renew every 3 months or something. It's fucking nuts. Like you got to renew it every 3 months. I mean, it's obviously a big money grab, which if it leads to full legalization, then whatever. We'll go through our growing pains, but still, it's like ugh. Oh, not anymore. Your favorite today? What is it now? Is it much cheaper? When the federal government going to legalize it across the board and just release all the peeps in jail? Yeah, I agree exactly. I think me and Eddie are on total agreement there. It's like this is so stupid. It's $300 per year now. Okay, thank you. So it's $300 per year to get and then here's the other fun part is that if you go to the dispensaries in Ohio, everything's marked up. It's like, what was it, like $25, $26 a gram? It's like something, it's just these astronomical prices. The way that they have to sell vape pens, they have to sell the pen with the oil together all the time, every time. You have to buy the pen, you have to buy the battery, and
bad for the environment, man.
It's so bad for the environment. Why would you even want to do that? It's $130 if you just get an ounce, $130 if you get the pens are $50. Well, that seems pretty normal. If I spend $100 in Canadian for an ounce. Yeah, I spent $100 here for a half ounce of really good stuff. Hi fam. Sad I missed the movie, but migraine won and couldn't stay up. No problem, Ziggy. I appreciate you saying hi. I know Reina cried the whole afternoon away, saying, I thought Ziggy was going to come. She said she was going to come. But she didn't come. Why didn't Ziggy come? Why wasn't Ziggy there? Why wasn't Ziggy there? Oh. Okay. All I love you, Ziggy.
Oh man,
That's cool, bro. Okay. Whatever, bro. That's your problem, man.
that's how they got that Haitian president was with the eggplant, dude.
Oh, dude, that was so crazy too. I heard about that. The Haitian. I just saw something about that today. Do you know what happened? I mean, I'm not sure too much about it.
It was like a squad, like a death squad, got him because there was 2 Americans there too
Yeah,
involved,
they
and
said
so
they said they said it was like a DA. Like, so the thing was, the dude yelled DEA. This is a DEA operation, and yeah, faked, exactly. Behind that suit says it. Faked a DEA operation, but it wasn't a DEA operation. And you can even hear it in the guy's voice. He's like, "This is the DEA." Like, what? No, you're not the DEA, bro. It's fun. But it was, yeah, it was definitely like a really crazy. And they're thinking that it was like maybe some drug. It was related to the drug trade, and apparently, homie wasn't that cool. Anyways, he wasn't that great of a guy.
well, they've been protesting him for a while.
Yeah, so maybe, not that I'm not trying to say he deserved it, but maybe, a change of power is probably. But this type of thing never works out, they stole billions allegedly. I see. Yeah, I mean, these types of things don't work out though. The power vacuums that come out of these situations, especially in third world countries like Haiti, that usually the power vacuum is more destructive than the actual shitty ruler that was there before. Is like anytime a transfer of power happens, it always seems like there's this huge mess, and lots of people have to die.
Messy ever since that earthquake.
Yeah,
was it ravaged them.
yeah.
They fully recovered yet.
I can't even imagine, man. I can't even imagine, like, because you got to think about that
Pandemic.
yeah, pandemic, earthquakes. It's like that country is eating so much shit, man. And fucking now this, I can't even. And the wife was targeted too. The first lady's in the hospital. I don't think she's dead.
I
But
wouldn't be surprised to see the West make a push to try to establish some kind of Vichy regime in there.
well,
Like,
yeah.
stabilize it or something.
But it's not like yeah, they put their own regime in there though. It's like they put their own people. Yeah, USA gonna intervene.
They
Yeah,
did with Afghanistan when we first
yeah,
went up there.
yeah. We're helping them. We're only here to help, folks, and install our own leaders that we can control, and then never leave. But do you think we're leaving Afghanistan? Do you think we're actually gonna leave here in September?
If they left Bagram Air Base, they're leaving, dude.
You think so?
Yeah, they're not gonna bother with that anymore. It's a fight you can never win. They should have known that going in.
But I don't think they wanted it. I don't think they were going into it to win. I think it was mostly going into it because they knew they couldn't win, that it was going to be this prolonged thing. I mean, look at what it turned out to be. A lot of companies, a lot of these weapons companies made billions.
Vets that went there or folks that didn't come back, it's just,
Yeah,
it seems like
terrible.
futility, some of this stuff that the U.S. engages in, man, I gotta say, dude. It hasn't been an easy run for me being an American. I've been like, fuck you, President, quite a few times.
No,
But
it does suck. It does suck that that the people here are losing faith and love for their country. I think, like I know that this country has done some dirt, and I know it's done fucking just the worst kind of things. But when I look at what we've produced, especially when you look at the art, like the art scene here is the envy of the world. The envy of the fucking world. And you guys can say whatever the fuck you want, but wherever you are in the world, that fucking hip hop is only there because of us. That the blues and rock and roll is there because of us. So it's like all this shit talking on America. It's like, yeah, our politics fucking kind of suck sometimes.
Hey,
but
check it though. A lot of that's Black America, bro. So you gotta respect that too.
Absolutely. Black America.
I'm not even stoked at all right now. A lot of folks in those communities,
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Cartagena. No, it's it was initial response to 9/11, but then there was no exit plan. Right. And I get that. It was a response to 9/11, even though we went and attacked Iraq, which didn't have anything to do with 9/11. But it still was like the fucking. I don't think there was an exit plan because the powers that be don't care to have an exit plan because there's too much money involved. That's the reason why no one knows what ivermectin is. You know, like, have you ever heard of ivermectin, Eddie?
No, not until I heard you say it, like in the intro.
So ivermectin is apparently, now don't quote me, but because I've heard mixed things, because Google, you know, they censor information. There's mixed things that ivermectin helped India and South America and Mexico crawl out of the pandemic because they were excluded from the patent from the vaccines. And so you remember when India was fucking going nuts and then all of a sudden everyone stopped talking about India? Apparently it was because ivermectin, which is a very cheap pill to produce, it costs about $1 a pill, and it's an anti-parasitic that live on a mountain. Thank you so much for that sub, buddy. Thank you so much. I turned off the things. Live on a mountain, you're getting your name on my arm, just like the e-girls. You're going right here. What were we just talking about?
Yeah, I've never heard of this substance.
Oh, yeah.
It reminds me of like radiation pills or something.
No, they were anti-parasitic, antiviral pills that where did
like malaria and stuff like that usually.
Yeah, and it was meant, I think it was created to help like third world countries get past things, but it turns out that it was that it was very effective, or it was effective in a few controlled studies. That ivermectin was very effective in fighting off. So these doctors created a little coalition and went around the world putting on talks, telling people about their evidence that they found. And it turned out that it helped South Africa, Mexico, and India get out of the red zone when it came to the COVID. But nothing in the media, no one's talking about that. No,
and VPN and
to the point where YouTube classified it as a no-go, a no say. It's a word that they banned. It was that, and it was ivermectin and hydrochloroquine. They banned, those were in the terms of service, is that these two words can't be said. Hydrochloroquine, I don't know. Yeah, I heard there was some good results with that too, but since Donald Trump said it, they were like, fuck chloroquine, so, so, which, whatever, I guess that's not, in any case, ivermectin, is very cheap to make. It's very cheap to produce. Therefore, no money is going to be made if this treats people and it's effective. And it costs a lot of money to store, to transport, to make, to distribute. You know what? You know who's making billions of dollars right now, fucking off of the fucking vaccines. The fucking who's the vaccine people? Fucking Moderna, fucking Pfizer, Johnson & Johnson. So yeah, it's fucking crazy, and that's what we're talking about when we're talking about how corporations have sort of reached this point to where they're going to control information. They're going to control the fucking the president. They're going to control the fucking the fucking news media, and they're going to say this is what they can say. This is what they can hear. This is the information that they're allowed to. The beautiful thing about the internet is that it's regulated, but it's still sort of not. It's still sort of unregulated. So you can still get information and you can still pass information along, and it's still getting through. But I mean, for the general public, who's going to go beyond a quick Google search? It's like, oh, I heard something about ivermectin, and then you put in Google and then it says a bunch of bad stuff. So if you Google ivermectin right now, it's going to say fucking proven bad, terrible, not work, it's worthless. You look on DuckDuckGo, there's like interesting studies, interesting results in South of Africa, blah, 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 blah. So it's such a different search engine. And it really does speak to how much these corporate interests just throw as much money, as much lobbyists as they have to get shit done. I also found out that Israel is the biggest, their lobbyists, they have the most money behind lobbyists for an outside country or something. That's what I just found out, or something like that. They have the most lobbyists, or they pay the most.
In the U.S., you mean?
In the U.S., yeah. Lobbyists. Israel has lobbyists for them in the U.S., and they have a lot. And
they're a very powerful state, man. There's no doubt about that.
yeah. And so it is scary when you have this, where they don't care if people die. They don't care, like, as long as they're getting paid. And it's very obvious when you're gonna there is evidence that shows that this medication is helpful, and they'll block that information, and they'll fuck it for money. And so people are gonna die because of this decision. These third world countries, these countries that are excluded from the vaccine patents, they were desperate for anything. And
this, I've never heard of it. I'll have to
it's
find my way through the
it's always Joe Rogan, but Joe Rogan had the doctor who had him on a few episodes ago. He talked to that doctor, and he's the one who actually broke the story wide open, kind of. There's like a doctor who's been talking about like lab leaks, and who's been talking about that since like the first few months on YouTube. And he just got demonetized actually for talking about ivermectin and, lab leaks and stuff. So it's really scary, and it's not like, it's like censorship through fucking with your dollar, because you're talking about these YouTubers who have more of an audience than Fox News or CNN or Rachel Maddow. Like, you're talking about these people who have real power, and what you're doing is you're taking away their livelihood, and so you're influencing their decisions on what they're going to say and not say. And so you aren't directly censoring them. You're not fucking taking away their rights, but you are influencing on what they are going to say.
Platform them with your corporatist.
Right. And so it is censorship. And I mean, even to the point where when you come down to the dredges where I live, because, no one knows who I am. And so it's like fucking, the only reason why I'm not getting deplatformed is because no one fucking knows who I am. Mighty, thank you so much for that gifted sub, Mighty, to behind that suit. I'm gonna, hold on. Mighty, there's your name right there. I'm not using permanent marker today, folks, so it's not that dark. Sorry. It looks like I just smeared shit on my arm. But there you go. Mighty, thank you so much. Let me get this in. There you go, Mighty.
Oh man, it's getting hot in the tub, man. But these issues are awesome to talk about, bro, because a lot of people don't want to talk about this thing.
Well, and that's the thing. If, like I was just saying, if I had a bigger audience, if I had a more attention on me, I might not talk about these issues either, because I know that's gonna affect my bottom line. But since I'm fucking not making that much, and fucking apparently people want to sponsor the audio side of this, I guess I'm just gonna keep doing this. But like, I don't know what's gonna happen if there is a day where I get a lot of attention. It's gonna happen just like anybody else. I'm just gonna get censored.
Sell out.
No, I'll probably just go to a different. No, I was thinking about this because I'll probably go to a different platform, because there's other streaming platforms that are like way more open with freedom of speech. But the problem with that is that's where the Nazis are.
Oh, that's terrible. You don't want to go where they are, bro.
But
I'm not a fan of those guys.
I'm not a fan either, but I'm also not. I'm a fan. I'm a big, huge supporter of freedom of speech, and that's the biggest. That's what we're talking about here when we're talking about censorship. When we're talking about people, we can't even have these conversations. Like, doctors can't even publicly have these conversations to reach a conclusion. Remotely.
License, bro.
Back in the day, doctors used to write letters back and forth to sort of collaborate on things, and now they use YouTube, and now they use Facebook, and now these conversations, like, even professionals who are educated in this shit can't have these conversations that might lead to bigger ideas, to more solutions. They're shutting down everything, and It's fucking nuts. They just have little faith in us. They have so little faith in the American public that they can't handle information. They can't handle this, and it's.
I wonder if the shareholders at Pfizer are even doctors. Are these people even medically trained that make these decisions?
Right.
I don't really know. They're a faceless corporation, and all these things are so influential into everything that's happening. It's what do they call it? The prison industrial complex. It's like beyond that now. It's like the medical, all the above complex, dude. At this point, it's kind of ridiculous. There used to be a thing where they would break up monopolies and break up these giant corporations, and they're even talking about it with Amazon a little bit. And so we might see some FDR type things that have to take place before there's real change.
Well, again, this real change, I don't think it's gonna come without a huge event that sort of forces us to sort of unite, and like whether it's aliens or fucking meteor or nuclear war. So I'm looking at the Pfizer board of directors now. The board of directors is different, right, than a board of who's like on the business side. Is that correct? Or board of directors the same? Because when I look at the board of directors, there's like they're all PhDs, except for Ronald Blaylock, who is not a PhD. But it looks like they're all MDs and PhDs.
Give your money.
Well, yeah, but that's the thing too. Is like it's just because they're doctors doesn't mean that fucking money isn't awesome to them. So like people like money, people like power. Like it doesn't matter if you're a doctor, high educated, or you're just fucking some asshole off the street. Board of directors usually lead nonprofits. Okay. So then Pfizer, why does Pfizer have a board of directors? That's weird. I can't imagine that Pfizer's a nonprofit. Pfizer members, I don't know, executives. Who's? I want to know who like the chairman or who the CFO is. CFO of Pfizer. Let's start there. Oh, we lost him. He's coming back, folks. Don't worry, he's coming back. Interesting. Eddie, why'd you do this to us, Eddie? So the chief financial officer, as Eddie comes back to us, the chief financial officer is Frank D'Amelio. Now, I don't think Frank D'Amelio is a doctor at all. There's no MD next to his name. Is he a doctor? Let's see. Oh, I guess I could show you guys what's going on here. So you guys know what's happened. Oh my God, come on, man. Let's go. Let's bring it together here. So this is who that person is. So let's see, Pfizer exec. Let's see if he's a doctor. So the board of directors are doctors. So that's good. Doctor? I'm gonna put a question mark too. Doctor? Dr. Frank L. Well, that could be any doctor. Head of Pfizer. This must be really enticing to watch. People are really into this. Let me tell you. Pfizer, chief executive officer responsible for corporate. Look, missing. Look, word missing. Doctor. Do you have? Oh, you're muted, buddy. You're muted.
Sorry about that.
No worries.
Shocking that would happen while we're talking about these things.
Oh, the deep state is onto us, Eddie. They're onto us. Oh my God. They're everywhere.
Yeah, man.
They're everywhere.
Good job you're quick with that Google though. I had never even really said that before, but I was like, are these guys even doctors? And you're like, let's find out. Boom. I like that.
I think we should find out. I mean, if we're going to talk about it and we're going to talk all this shit, especially we're talking shit over here. So, we might as well find out.
Yeah.
No, I don't know, man. It's just such a weird fucking situation right now to think that, these people, especially, okay, so like people at Google, they're not doctors. But they're editing this information, they're censoring this information that doctors are talking about. But yet they're not doctors. And I get that they're going by the CDC and the World Health Organization, but can we just back up in last year and try to remember that the WHO was covering up the virus for China and lying and just spreading vicious lies. CDC is okay.
It's me.
That's all good. It's all good, buddy. We're gonna get back. We're gonna make it happen, folks. Gonna make it. At least the CEO has a PhD. Does he? No, I don't think he does. I don't think the CEO. I think that's what we were just saying. I don't think Frank D'Amelio has a PhD. I guess we could look into it a little more. He's the chief financial executive, global supply, blah blah blah, tax, blah blah blah, corporate controller, analytics, blah blah blah. They would say it in the first couple sentences, you'd think. It's fucking Dr. Frank D'Amelio. Like doctors love to throw their fucking labels around. Let me see. What do I miss? Makes me think of Night of the Roxbury or a much decision maker. From my experience, the CFO is the person who makes the most sales for the organization. At least the CEO is. He's probably just the biggest and slimiest liar. The finance guy doesn't need one. The CEO officer does. Oh, okay. So then let's see who the CEO is. Good point. Good point, Bonnie. I keep forgetting how to spell Pfizer. Oh, thank you, Google. Thank you for knowing what I was going for here. Albert Bourla. It doesn't look like there's a doctor in front of his name either. As chairman and chief executive officer. Yep, he's a PhD. There you go, guys. So at least we're talking about people who are making decisions that are PhDs. But then again, you got to remember that people with PhDs are just people, and they make decisions just like people. They put on pants just like people. They have greed just like people. They have malice and hatred and fucking frustration and joy just like other people. And just because they're doctors doesn't mean they're good people. Look at this guy's face. Look at his fucking face. Let's just look at this fucking animal's face. This guy, is that who? I don't trust that guy at all. Look at that fucking guy. Yeah, I'm sick of looking at him. I don't want to look at you anymore.
Let's look at him in his Ferrari.
Thank you. I'd love to watch it, but I managed to mod Kuya and then went to bed, sort of popped some headache pills and kind of laid in bed and woke up at 4 a.m. Oh, Ziggy, did you take the good shit? What'd you take? Vicodin, Percocets, Oxys? Which one? Which one did you take? Pretty huge dollars. If he was a real doctor, he'd fix his face. If he was a real doctor, he'd fix his face. Hold on, I added a new one, guys. Let me see if this works.
Hello, and welcome to We Speak English Good TV. I'm your announcer, Ron Swanson, and now I'm asking you to put your hands together in a clappy noise for your host, Mike E. P. Fanfare. Wonderful.
There you go. That's the
dude. Optimus.
Did you like Optimus Prime?
I heard Optimus and I was like, no way.
You can pay these guys to do anything anymore. What's that one website where you can pay celebrities to like send messages and stuff to your friends? Anybody remember that? OTC Target brand tension headache. Oh, that's the good shit. I hear that Korea puts Vicodin in their tension headache medication. So you got the good shit. Nice. Yeah. Hope you get some rest, Ziggy, and feel better. Let me know whenever. Oh, Pizza Jams! It's Rain! What's up, buddy? Welcome. Shit, I don't have my thing. Can someone bring me my guitar? I'm sorry, Eddie, you gotta sit through something again. You know what? I think this is a good Hold on. What's up, Pizza Jams? I got a raid song for you. I wouldn't know about that, WSEG. I'm awake, so I can't sleep. That's very true. Pizza Jams, thank you for that raid. How you doing, buddy? How was your stream? I hope you had a great stream. And I hope that you smell like roses. Even if you don't smell like roses.
I don't know where your acoustic is.
Oh, shit.
Do you know where it is?
No.
What? Really?
Well, I didn't lose it. It's not like gone. It didn't like... Can you guys hear this? Played Legos in Star Trek. Dope. How does... Okay, here we go. Damn, Eddie. This is a good question, actually. Bonnie wants to know, how does Eddie keep his hair so lush?
A lot of
Answer that while I go get my guitar cord.
you know, it takes a lot of effort, a lot of products. I spend 20 hours a day combing it. And the humidity of the San Diego region has made it larger and larger as this interview has gone on. So, no, I just take care of it as much as I can. It gets a little bit in the way sometimes, so I like to tie it back. But yeah, it's funny anywhere I go, people are like, there's always a reaction. Sometimes they just laugh at me right out. So I'm like, maybe I should be a comedian, man. I could just walk on the stage.
People just start laughing at you. No, I mean, it's beautiful hair. I love Eddie's hair. Eddie. People love Eddie's hair though, and plus you gotta think about it like this. Eddie is on like a crummy Zoom call right now. You have to see Eddie when he has wind blowing through his hair and a guitar in his hand, and he's on stage and the lights hitting his face. Then he's a fucking god. He's a fucking Viking god. Let me.
Waits.
All right. And I'm going to bring Eddie in too because Eddie gets to be here. I forgot that I put this on here. So Eddie, there's Eddie. All right, guys. Thank you for the raid, Pizza Man. I appreciate that. I'm going to play you a song. And I think you know what song it is. And I can't believe I still need the words for this. This is our raid song, everybody. Oops. Hold on. This is because I'm a slow bot today. All right, here we go. All right, guys. Thank you so much, Pizza Man Jams. I really love you. I love you. Look, I got a real life eggplant. It's also a part of my face routine, Pizza Jams. Like I soften my face with it, and that's how I get my glow. I do the.
That's what he does.
It's really good for your skin.
I had to point one way.
Oh, it feels good.
There it goes.
Oh my god. All right, there it is, everybody. It's raining tacos from out of the sky. Tacos. No need to ask why. Just open your mouth and close your eyes. It's raining tacos. It's raining tacos. Out in the streets, tacos. All you can eat. Lettuce and shells, cheese and meat. It's raining tacos. Yum, yum, yummity, yum. It's like a dream. Yum, yum. Oh my god. Yum, yum, yummity, yum. More sour cream. It's raining taco. Ooh, tacos. Ooh, tacos. Ooh, it's raining tacos. Well, it's raining tacos. Out of the sky, tacos. No need to ask why. Just open your mouth and close your eyes. It's raining tacos. It's raining tacos, everybody. There you go. There you go, Pizza Man. Thank you so much for the raid. Pizza Jams, Pizza Man. I always get your names mixed up because of the Discord situation. Ugh. Good to see you, brother. Thank you so much for being here. Hopefully you are down with Cypher Deluxe in a few minutes, Pizza Jam. Or maybe we'll play your beat again or something. Okay. So I'm glad that you got that question answered. Oh, thank you for those claps, mighty mighty. And we'll come back to a more reasonable screen here. Uh, so
But
Eddie,
yeah, man, that song was nice. It made me hungry, and I wanted to rain tacos.
yeah, I do too. Could you imagine if it started raining tacos? What kind of shitstorm that would be? Like, what kind of the aliens? We'd be blaming aliens. It's like the aliens are dropping fucking tacos, man.
Be some bomb ass tacos though, probably.
Alien tacos has to be good. Mighty, mighty, thank you so much for those 100 biddies. You're a doll and you're a gem, and I appreciate you and I love you, and I hope that your day is just brighter than the last. Cloudy with a chance of tacos. Yeah, I'm with that too. Eddie, what's your plan? I thought we were going on tour in a week or something. What happened to that?
But man, you know how it is with these
And
bookings,
these
the
crazy
pandemic,
yeah, I know. I was
Delta variant times, Lambda variants and everything going on.
the Delta variants got fucking tours canceled and shit. I really want to get back out there. You know, like during last year, I was really like, man, fuck live gigs, fuck that, I don't care. I got Twitch now, I'm doing this. But now that like things are opening up again, and I'm seeing all our friends are out there fucking gigging again, I'm like, well, I want to play music too.
I did a gig. It wasn't like anything spectacular, but I sang a bunch of songs and made a little money. So
That's
it was
that
definitely a
that
good time.
counts. That counts as a gig, Eddie. I think that is the definition of a gig.
I
So
want to start firing up some things around San Diego, maybe some acoustic stuff just to get
yeah,
out singing like as soon as possible.
hell yeah,
Maybe me and my hand drummer amigo G Dub, you might see us around San Diego doing our thing here soon.
yeah, man.
We're talking about writing new music and stuff too, just to like clean it up, make it like another thing that we do. You know,
I would
I'd love to
love
see
that,
the SRP crew come back together, especially if Danny could come along too. That'd be excellent.
dude. I fucking miss Danny on the road. Like every time we go out and Danny's not there, I mean, it's still fun. It's still fucking awesome, but it's just
Danny
like,
Dredd is the singer that was singing in the video in the
yes.
beginning. Saw that.
Danny Dredd had a baby, and he's like, I'm gonna work now. You guys go chase your dreams, fucking losers. I'm gonna
Yeah,
go. I'm gonna
breaks
go.
on the pandemic.
Well,
Yeah, man.
but that's what's funny too about people who have these jobs that are, you know, quote unquote fucking stable jobs. It's like, well, all it takes is one lab leak and that job isn't stable either. Or, you know, it takes one policy that was pushed to export your job overseas. You know, that's what happened here in the Midwest. You know, all of the jobs here just were exported out from Biden. Thank you, Biden. Thank you, Joe Biden.
When you're young, you got to chase your dreams, man. I have no doubts about that. I would
Mm.
tell my own son, you know, chase your dreams. You know,
But I'm not saying don't chase your dreams. I'm just saying fucking you know, like when people are using that argument, it's like, oh, I got a stable job, I can't be fucking doing that, I got
Yeah.
things to do, and which I agree. You know, for if you're a sane person, you probably want a stable life. But when you think about how things can just flip upside down in just a minute, you know, it's in just overnight. You know, overnight I lost a whole year's worth of gigs. So
we all did.
there's
So we're
nothing.
ready to be back.
There's
I know
nothing
you've been
solid.
doing the stream too, though. That's good that you had that going because you're able to stay creative, man. So,
Exactly. I think that's exactly right, man. And I think what happened in the pandemic for a lot of people was like they didn't have anything to focus on. And so they ended up either focusing in on themselves or their fucking partner. You know, like there were some moments that fucking got.
probably a lot of divorces coming. It's like the big divorce boom.
It is, man. No, I was just talking to my friend and she's going through some shit. She, you know, she unfortunately, I feel bad for her and it sucks, man. It's just like a lot of people are going through that, and it really came to a head last year, and you know, and I get it, man. It wasn't easy being trapped in a house with a narcissist like Reina Mystique, but you know, like fucking, we got through. I'm just joking, my love. She's my mod, by the way. Oh, you knew that. You knew that. Eddie knew that.
Yeah,
But it's
I know.
if you don't chase your own dreams, someone else is gonna pay you to help them chase theirs. That's a great quote. If you don't chase your own dreams, someone else is going to pay you to help them chase theirs. And boom. And that's exactly right. And it sucks because it's still like, fucking the gigs aren't back. The fucking, like this isn't paying great or anything. It's helping, but it's not paying all the bills. So I'm still in this like shitty situation where like I'm fucking still like a worthless dirt bag at the end of the day where I'm not producing any real money to feed my family. I mean, there was a point where I was bringing in real money, but COVID took her jobs, so I'm still dealing with that.
Not alone, man. So
Are you? Oh, please.
I'm a big future oriented person. So I believe that, like that one person mentioned about money, right? It's all about thoughts and your thoughts and where that goes and what you can do when you like. For me, I've had some major upheavals in my life recently, and so I'm very future focused at the moment. I want to really push my mind forward to where I'm going, not focusing on where I am necessarily, because that's sort of the status quo here and now. It's not really going to do much for me if I just try to stay here. I'm where I'm at and mentally and, spiritually is in the future from now. I'm ready for more things, good things to come, whether it's through music or a better job or meet someone special, whatever. It's like something good's coming. I want to stimulate like a location change. I want to get up into the mountains. Like I was talking about snowboarding earlier, man. So, it's like, it's all about just making it happen when things kind of take a turn in life. That's a lot of my songs were written about that stuff. And gigging that gig this week, I really kind of took in a lot of my own lyricism from years ago when I really was on the same journey that I find myself on again.
Yeah.
And so I'm ready, man. I just want to be out there doing music, doing active things, being around other people, being social again, because the biggest thing that the pandemic took away from us wasn't our jobs necessarily. It was that community spirit of being around other people, whether you're at a ball game or a bar or, just hanging with your crew, because we literally got cut off from that by whatever that pandemic thing was and the quarantine and all that. I don't want to debate what that was, but I do want to look forward to when we can just push past it and be in another positive mind state, a positive state of affairs with our entire country and our neighbors. And, I want to really look forward to when maybe it's beyond my time that I'm looking forward to sometimes, because I really do feel like people will get there. I mean, we are one. We're all star seeds, man. So, I'm just going to keep going off like this for a while. But man, it's good to think positive, think towards the future, think what's going to be better for you in the future, and then focus on that. And then you can start to manifest it. If you understand about manifestation, it's something that does work. It takes patience and technique and not necessarily doubting yourself. Building yourself up is one of the best ways to manifest good things. So just remembering that you are, the universe is in here, and you can harness that and push that forward for yourself into whatever it manifests into in a physical existence on this plane. But life is much deeper than that. So that's my rant for the day.
Damn.
And,
fucking Eddie. Fucking shreddy Eddie. Get an applause break for that one. Fuck, dude. Bonnie says, I like how Eddie envisions his future. Speak it into the universe and greatness will find you. Incredible words. Great rant. Thumbs up. Yeah, man.
Appreciate it.
Manifest, and just to add on to that, it's like you can manifest and think of all the things that you want to do in the future, but you do have to take action. So it's like when you're sitting there and thinking and manifesting what your future wants to be, you have to think about it in terms of like how I can achieve that by doing my actions now. So like what actions am I going to do right at this moment to achieve what I want to manifest in my life? And like, I think some people get confused on this whole like manifest. They're just like, if I just sit around and think of things I want and make a vision board, then my life will just be good then. And then they don't take any effort to like, get to that point. It's just, they're sitting there waiting for it. Like, I'm here now,
I
universe.
want-
I want a mansion. Give it to me. You know, so
If that happens, you're lucky, I guess. But
yeah,
you know,
lucky.
when you're really like in that world of creating better for yourself, you know, the manifestation is actually the activity. It's not the thought process. That's sort of setting out the roadmap for what you want to do. When you start to have these visions of what's in store for you, and you can kind of put yourself there emotionally and in your mind's eye. And then when you actually are manifesting is when you're actually doing all the work it takes to get that thing that you decided was in your future, you know?
Yeah.
So I think some people think the manifestation is just writing it down or thinking about it. That's not actually the manifestation. That's not where it occurs as far as my experience with this stuff.
Right.
It really happens when you are actively working toward it, and we can all slide back, you know, but sometimes that backslide helps. Like I feel despite any backsliding I may have done during the pandemic, I think I'm in a better spot to leap forward from where I'm at now.
Yeah.
There's other things in my life may have been holding me back from that ultimate manifestation, where those things weren't for me, and that's why they're not here now, basically.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Eddie, I know this is going to come as a big surprise, but do you think that you would be able to play a song for us? I don't know. Like, do you have an acoustic nearby? I don't know.
You know,
Yeah, I don't know
just
if you
happen to have a guitar right here.
Oh, wonderful. Eddie Blunt. Let's hear a song from Eddie, but let me switch over to we're going to start Cypher Deluxe, you guys. And so Eddie is going to do a song. And so if you guys are interested in performing or doing anything today on the show, jump in the Discord right now and we'll get you going. So go into the oh yeah, I guess I got to put the thing up here. Hold on, Eddie. Don't. Oh, thank you, Ziggy. Thank you for that. But yeah, jump in the Discord if you guys are interested in doing any kind of performance today. If not, it's totally cool. I understand. I'm gonna do a performance just so you guys know, because I just want Eddie to see it, because I know Eddie's gonna appreciate it. Ho ho hasta P, but he'll be there in a second. Oh, no worries, no worries. Ho ho. I like that you call him ho ho. Lose weight, motherfucker, lose weight. All right. I don't know why that popped in my head right now. Okay, hold on. So give me 1 second. Actually, Eddie, if you have to pee or something, this would probably be a good time to do that. I got to set things up for the thing. So give us 1 second and we'll BRB with a Cypher Deluxe. Here's this.
One of the best memories I have, I guess this is '09, and we watched the band Thrice. I love the band Thrice. They get done, and all these women are screaming for Mr. Dustin Kinsrew, and I'm hanging out with my daughter, and Mr. Kinsrew runs, through the flailing hands of young feminine arms between the ages of 14 and 19. And Dustin leans down on one knee to my daughter, and he says, did you enjoy the show, young lady? And she goes, you guys are pretty good. That third song on the second verse, you were really out of key. And I've never seen someone's pride/heartbreak so fast. And he's looking up at me, and obviously I'm her dad, and all I can do is pull a Peter Griffin and go like,
You are a queen, a goddess. You are the moon child born of the river Gaia. You are the portal between two planes of existence. I love you, mother. Here is an offering of a pillow to serve the slumber that you desperately seek.
All right, shut up, Mike. No one wants to hear that shit. All right, guys. So we got Eddie Blunt is going to be playing us a tune here. So let's give Eddie our undivided attention for he's gonna kick off this week's edition of Cypher Deluxe. And Eddie, what the fuck are you gonna play for us today?
Well, I figured since we were both in the Skanks Roots project, I would do a tune by the SRP called Wildflower.
Hey, take it away, Eddie.
She was from Cali, she's looking so bright. Born down in Cali, wildflower so nice. Born down in Cali, yes, she looking so real. Yes, wildflower, she should know how I feel. Can you understand just what I feel in my heart when you're looking within? Yes, this love, a brand new start. Wildflower, I want you to be mine. This kind of feeling I just can't hide. For your love, I put it all on the line. Give me a sign. Oh, one more is my chance. This for romance. Let's dance and swing like the ocean waves play. Take an ocean trip or a Cali road trip from San Diego to the coast of Mendo. Cali, baby, you be my lady. Can't be a king if you won't be my queen with your wild flowers, your wild girl forevermore. Rocking on the world, the love I offer you. Yes, I know it's true. Do you feel it too? Do you feel it too? Do you feel it too? Girl, you have so sweet brown hair, such a dream. Feel your energy, natural style I see. Love the way you move it, getting closer to me. California wildflower, so free. From Cali, she looking so right. Born down in Cali, wildflower, so nice. Born down in Cali, yes, she looking so real. Yes, wildflower, she should know how I feel. Just how I feel, yeah. Know how I feel. Yes, wildflower, you gotta know how I feel.
All right, hopefully that came out good on my little Mac rig here.
Eddie Blunt, everybody. Woo!
Drop me, Ben. Let's hear some music.
We got some. Oh geez. There you go. Eddie Blunt, everybody. Thank you so much, Eddie, for that wonderful thing. You probably couldn't hear me, but I jammed along with you on the melodica.
I was hearing that, man. That was rad. I was like, oh, I bet that's Mike.
That was me. I think it came out great. That was fun. That was the first time I really jammed with somebody on online like that. No way, I've done it.
Managed the latency, you got it, dude.
Oh, bro, it came out beautiful. It was perfect. Thank you for those biddies, mighty money. I really appreciate that. I super duper do. Okay, guys, so we are gonna head to the Discord, and I will do my performance last, but because I want to make sure everybody gets in, and I know Ho Ho is it has a show after here, so I don't want to step on his show here. So let's get it done. So it looks like Holden is up in here first. So Holden, go ahead and unmute yourself, and let's get it. Not in a rush. All right, tight. Okay, get out of here, fuckface. Oh, I gotta get in there too. Shit, no wonder. Such a dork.
I don't know.
There he is. What's up, buddy?
There you are. Now you're here with us.
Yes, I am. I'm here now. making it happen, Captain. Pizza Jam, if you wanna, I lost your song, so I can't find it. But if you want to redrop it in the Cypher Deluxe again, that would be toy, and then we can do something to yours. Oh no, I found it. Okay, so we're gonna have Holden rap over a Pizza Jam song beat, and yeah. So this is a beat from Pizza Man, or Pizza Jams, who is in our chat right now, and he's in here. So Holden, how you been, man? How was your day today? Was it a good day?
It was a good day. It's been a busy week. Lots of stuff.
Great.
Just lots. Every week feels busy.
I think that's a good thing. I feel like if you're not feeling busy, then you're feeling kind of. I feel shitty when I'm not feeling busy.
I don't know how to be bored anymore.
It's like
it's been a very long time.
I agree with that. It's like when people say I'm bored, it's like how are you bored? How do you have the time?
I got stuff for you to do. You're not bored.
Oh shit! Hold on, let me do this real quick. We gotta have this right. HRS. What's the number?
HSR.
God damn it! I always get that wrong. Sorry, Holden.
Right.
And it's 514. Okay.
Yeah.
God damn.
514. It's Montreal. That's what it is.
Excuse me. 514. Holden. Let's get this party started, and let's show Eddie Blunt how it's done on Cypher Deluxe. Holden is our resident freestyler who fucking kills it. So enjoy this, and this is over Pizza Man. Pizza Man Jams. I think it's called Sets. I think, or Beat One. We're calling it Beat One, guys. Here we go. Okay.
Shut up, Beat One.
What up, Beat One? No matches found. Oh, okay, great. Oh, pizza. Did you take it down? Gonna make me choke. All right. I don't know why it's not. I don't know.
You don't have to choke.
I don't know why it's. You're gonna do fine, Pizza Man. I don't know why it's not
Totally
working.
fine.
Sorry, Pizza Man. I guess we'll have to do Wild But Sober then. Sorry, Pizza Man. I don't know why it's not working, brother. I was really trying. Okay.
Do a random one. That's what he's saying.
Oh, just do a random one. I have like several ones in here.
Me, they're all random. So
yeah.
It's the same thing.
All right, fine. Here, we'll do this one. I don't know. We might have done this last time, but I don't remember. So I'm a fucking stoner. I don't know. So don't hold me accountable, everybody, if you've heard this 1,000 times. All right, here we go.
Freak, are you kidding me?
Is that good
Are
volume?
you kidding me?
Are you kidding me?
I don't even know if you're kidding me.
I don't.
But it sounds like it's a beat tag. I don't know whose beat tag that is, but I like it a lot. I don't even know where to go with half of these rhymes. I wasn't paying attention to the end of this interview. I got caught up with chores, that's life. Like I was saying, it's super hard to be bored when you're basically caught up in the logistical traps that come with pursuing these dreams. I'm caught up a lot on the idea of these people looking for this fucking world that's nice. Why did the beat get so quiet? It kind of disappeared a bit. That's okay. I'll just keep on going. I hear it enough. Okay, but yeah. People constantly looking for this kind of like dream job, but basically they can get away with doing nothing and getting paid. That's the best way that I can see it working out. Instead, I'm fucking trying to figure out how to find this. The beat came back a bit. That was nice. It got louder again. I just don't understand what you think this working is. I mean, any musician I know who put in that work will tell you that it's fucking hours and hours and hours and hours of boring shit. I mean, it's boring to do scales. Arpeggios is not the funnest thing on a bass to do a lot. Nope. I'd rather go learning up on the tabs, but then you don't get that music theory. You sounding kinda whack. Train hopping motherfuckers being karaoke boxes. That's what you see when people out there not be learning all the shits. I rap about some basic things, cause I don't have to copy famous people. I rap about whatever I be living. I just do this shit so regular for me. This isn't even good rhymes. This is possibly some of the worst things I'ma spit this week. Cause I'm fucking tired. I've been distracted all over the place. I'm fucking brain is wired. I haven't slept enough in like a week and a bit. I'm probably kinda sick. My nose is stuffy. I'm just dealing with it. That's the kind of regular stuff in a busy man's life. Trying to get on that boss tip. Gotta be patient, right? Like everybody's got complaints up in their life, and you gotta smile and tell them that they're basically worth more, even though you're fucking suffering in the back of your mind. Like, bro, shut the fuck up. You ain't even know what the pain even gonna be like. So if you can't handle it at the little levels, why you think you can handle it when the money's real and people ain't gonna handle your excuses? Like, if somebody loses $100,000 because of your foolish ass, you gonna lose that job real fucking fast. People think they're worth money until they fucking deal with pressure. Money is really being able to handle the pressure, fucking up, getting back up, doing it all again, understanding that you're gonna embarrass yourself in front of people with way more than you, yeah, and they're gonna be real mean to you when they're paying you, because they don't have to be nice, because the next guy gonna come take your job real fast, right? If you try to put up that shit. I hear in New York City it's impossible to be broke if you got the fire within. So I guess that's truth everywhere. There's always money on the table. So if you broke, it's kind of sounding to me like you lazy and believing in fables. Yeah, I understand systemic oppression, but the fact is you can go bypass the system and get over yourself. Yeah, everything exists and everything is fashionable, but not everything fashionable is worth doing inside of this existence. That's just the truth of this shit. Mostly I do a lot of boring things behind the scenes for like a little bit of celebrity. Mostly it's just not fun, but for the fun parts it's dope.
Yeah. I feel that was awesome, man. Another good one. Eddie, what do you have any comments? Do you have any comments you want to add?
I like where he's taking it now.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
He did drop out on him too. That was rough. You challenged him a little there.
Thank you.
yeah, that was really good, man. Well, I really like that save you had. I can't even remember the word, but you said something. Man, I think it's something about worrying about. Damn, I can't remember, but it was like you came back with it and people just need to get over themselves. I was like, fuck, because I could hear you pulling for it. Like you were like, where is it? And then you pulled it and it was perfect, dude. You fucking, it was good. I really like how you're able to sort of relax your mind enough to sort of pull these phrases out.
Yeah, I just practice. Like, it's like playing guitar. If you play it long enough, you just don't think.
Right. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Yeah, absolutely. I tried practicing freestyling for a little bit, but I stopped. Hold it. When's your next stream, buddy?
Later on today, I just have to do boring logistical stuff for a little bit, but probably by 6 I'm live.
Nice. Okay.
Or 6 my time. I don't know what time y'all are in Eastern Standard.
We're Eastern. And then so everybody, make sure you go and follow up Behind That Suit. If you're interested in fucking music podcasts, if you're interested in hip hop and just knowing how to work, fucking go and check out Behind That Suit's podcast. Pizza Man, what's up, baby? Come on in. Let's get some pizza on the plate. Get some pizza.
Dude, I don't know even what to say after all of that, man. Like, man, you talk about some real stuff, man. I just like the artistic aspect of it and like to make words that rhyme. Like half the time what I say doesn't even make sense.
But it don't have to, man. It's
right.
We're not here to fucking make sense. We're here to fucking just, get it out. I mean, sometimes you just need to get that shit out. And that's where
you might be onto something there.
I think I might.
What kind of beat you got for me? Well, I mean,
I don't know why yours. I don't know why yours is not working. That makes me fucking upset. So
I don't even know. Surprise me.
All right, Eddie, you doing okay with time, buddy?
Yeah, I'm gonna probably have to sign out here pretty soon.
Okay,
but,
cool.
Enjoying the cipher. It's my first time in the cipher here.
Well, there you go. Okay, well, just let me know if you gotta go. You just say peace and you go. I do want to do a performance for you, but I understand if you gotta go, you gotta go. So just okay, Pizza Man, we're gonna do Wild but Sober because that's what I found. So let's.
Wild. All right.
You ready for this? You ready?
Let's do it.
All right, Pizza Man, take it away, baby boo.
Little 1 and 2 there. way that this beat feels. Like the way that this beat feels. Let me feel appropriate. I'm gonna do what I'm doing. That's the thing that I do. Make the cheese. Dude, what am I gonna say today about what I'm doing? Let me pick up these ones and twos again. Wow, so what I'm doing, I ain't living it up. Choking over my own thoughts and shit. Where we're gonna go. I'm just trying to fit that to 1, 2, doing what I do. Saying the same thing over again, but I'm saying it for you and you and you and you. Might be a little repetitive, but I don't even know what I'm gonna say off the top of my head that might be repetitive. Ha! I like those hits. I'm gonna take some hits from the bong all day long, put it in my song. Got some sticky seeds. No, ain't no sticky seeds. My sticky green. Shit's from the moon. From the moon. We're gonna get there real soon. Put my money into AMC. Put my money into AMC, and I'm holding on for dear life. Shit. I don't even know.
You good, man. That was tight. Yeah, I like that you snuck in the AMC there. Hold. Are you still holding pizza?
Man, I'm holding.
Damn.
I bought 9 more the other day. My stimulus or my taxes just came through like
Biden bucks.
Yesterday.
Yeah.
So I put my Biden bucks towards it. Yeah, and then I'm just holding till it squeezes. Made some lemonade yesterday because I can't wait.
Shit.
For real.
That's tight.
For real.
Saucy Chicken Nugget, I'm going to get to you in just a second. Pizza Man, thank you so much. I really appreciate that, my brother. And since you're talking about...
me, man.
Of course, anytime. And since we're talking about Biden bucks and we're talking about Bitcoin, things have been getting a little hot here lately. Haven't you been feeling it, Eddie? It's been sort of a hot summer.
I had a feeling this was coming soon here.
Some would say it's been a hot boy summer. I drink my White Claw while I buy my Bitcoin with my Biden bucks. To the moon, bitch. I jam EDM while I rub one out to Joe Rogan's podcast. MMA, bitch. It's gonna be a hot boy summer. 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 Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Pop Molly pills, drink muscle milk while I'm smoking my douche flute. I hit on a girl that told me to put my clothes back on. Flex on a tray. It's gonna be a hot boy summer. It's gonna be a hot boy summer. It's gonna be a hot boy summer. It's gonna be hot boy summer. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Dear baby Jesus, will you buy me a lifted truck? Dear baby Jesus, buy me a lifted truck. Dear baby Jesus, can you take my truck higher? Higher! It's gonna be a hot boy summer. 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 It's gonna be hot. Okay. There you go,
Bravo.
Eddie. That was for you.
Bravo.
That was for you, Eddie. That's for you,
Very
Eddie. For you, Eddie. Okay, Saucy, we have one more, Eddie. I know you have to go soon, so if you have to go, do your thing. We still got Saucy Chicken Nugget up in here, so Saucy, go ahead and jump on. And oh, thank you for those claps, Mighty. I appreciate it. We got one more here, and then we're gonna raid. So let's see, Saucy, are you ready, buddy? And Eddie, are you gonna stick around for one more?
I'm sticking around for Saucy for sure.
All right. Sweet. We're gonna go Saucy. Oops.
Yeah.
What's up, Saucy? How you doing, bud?
Good.
Yeah. Are you, what are you gonna do for us today?
I'm gonna be singing.
What are you gonna sing?
I'm gonna be singing "Down by the Bay."
Oh.
Saucy verse.
Ooh, the saucy version. All right. We'll take it away, Sauce.
Down by the bay, where the watermelons grow, back to my home, where I dare not go. Or if I do, my mother will say, have you ever seen a Nintendo doing a memo? Down by the bay, where the watermelons grow, back to my home, where I dare not go. Or if I do, my mother will say, have you ever seen a Nerf gun doing the Nerf gun down by the bay?
Saucy Chicken Nugget, that was incredible, sir.
Thank you.
That was awesome.
That was awesome.
Yeah, that was great. I loved your saucy version. What was it? Nintendo with a bembo? What was it?
Nintendo doing a memo.
Oh, Nintendo. Have you ever seen a Nintendo doing a memo? Thank you so much, Mighty, for those claps. I appreciate it. And for those biddies. Thank you so much for all the biddies, Mighty. You're killing it today. Oh my God, more biddies? How dare you? Thank you so much. Saucy Chicken Nugget, when's the next time you stream, bud?
Tomorrow.
Oh, tomorrow. I didn't realize it was that soon. Oh, you're not even in chat? Come on, bro. Can't even give me that view? All right, Saucy. Thank you so much, my friend. I will talk to you later. And thank you, everyone who participated in this week's Cypher Deluxe. Let's go back to our regular screen and wish our guest off with style and grace. Thank you so much, everybody, for hanging out. Eddie, thank you again, my friend. It's always a good time talking to you. I just I'm just in the hot tub, baby. It's the hot tub, baby. I thank you so much for coming back on the show, Eddie. You're starting to become a fixture on the show, so we're gonna have to do it again, obviously. So. Last time Eddie was on, he said he told ghost stories, and it started a whole chain of ghost stories, and it creeped everyone out.
That was Halloween too.
Yeah, it was Halloween. It was our Halloween show, and fucking Wild But Sober was in India, and it was like middle of the night, and he was afraid to go pee. He's like, I can't pee now because I'm not leaving my room.
It's a form of entertainment.
Hey. So when are you? Do you got any gigs planned or any? What do you have in the books besides all new Eddie doing all big things?
Yeah, man, it's just it's gonna be a rude boy summer. I'm gonna get some gigs, but right now nothing's booked at the moment. So I've been relocating and all this stuff. So
yeah,
I'm gonna we're gonna start firing it off hopefully by the end of summer here.
Sweet. Hell yeah, man. Well, I'm glad to see that you got a bright future ahead of you, and I can't wait until we can fucking get the road or at least hang out. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. We're gonna do it. It's gonna happen. All right, guys, who are we raiding? Let's find someone to raid, and then we will we'll get this. I'm gonna go pee and pee my pants off. No, I'm not. I'm not going to pee my pants off. I'll pee with my pants down, kind of. Well, since no one's giving any suggestions, I'm going to look on Twitch myself and see who is on. Aaron Goldberg is on. I think we'll go over to Goldberg. Yep, we're going to Aaron Goldberg. All right, guys, we are good. Oh, Black Girl Gamer is on. Yep. Damn, I love Aaron, but I gotta give Black Girl Gamer some love. Oh shit, I never sent that. There, everybody go follow Saucy Chicken Nugget if you're not. I know you're trying to leave, Eddie. Let's just raid over. I like to raid with the guests, so just you're almost done. I promise, my friend.
First raid. No problem, man. This is blast, bro. Had a great time.
Oh my god, this is on. Get out of here. Shut up, Mike. No one wants to hear Mike twice. Thank you, We Speak English, for a very entwining show. Well, oh shit. No, thank you for being here, Mighty Mighty, and thank you for all the subs. Oh my god. All right, I'm gonna do this again, everyone. We're gonna get this. So is Wooby. Oh, Wooby's on too, huh? You know what? We've been raiding Wooby like 1,000 times. Or 1,000, yeah, like 1,000 times. We're gonna go Black Girl Gamer because I haven't raided over to her, and she is so nice, and she's so friendly to Reina Mystique stream. Where did it go? Reina, will you put it back in the fucking chat again? I lost it like a fucking dirtbag. I want to play that so bad. Another good one. Oh, thank you, Bonnie. I want to see what. Well, you guys would know. What do bad ones look like? What do the bad ones look like when? Do you guys?